And I have told the task force this morning that this is not a PR exercise. In the past, we've had exercises that end up being photo ops and publicity stunts of planting one tree here and 2 trees there, and that ends there. The task force has a very clear mandate that we have close to 120,000 of plantation forest that have no trees. We have almost a similar amount of indigenous forests that have no trees. We have another almost 3 million acres of land that need to be planted with trees. And the task force has the duty now to tell us and recommend to government one alternative sources of mobilizing resources for the purposes of ensuring that all these degraded areas are restored. At least the almost 500,000 acres of unplanted forest area is planted, and what alternative sources of funding using international best practice can Kenya access so that we can discharge our responsibility to the citizens of this country and play our role in matters of climate change, ensuring that we make a contribution as a country to the management of the global economy, of the global environment. Although climate change is a global phenomenon, we understand that as a country, we have a duty to make a contribution, or our contribution, towards mitigating the effects of climate change. And that is why this task force has been constituted. I have also informed the task force that the government of Kenya is approaching this issue with open minds, and we want them to be open-minded to look at all options. Let us put all options on the table. We know to be able to achieve the proper management of our forest resources, some sacrifices have to be made. And the government of Kenya is prepared, willing, and able to make those sacrifices. We understand that there is a huge industry built around our forest resources that employs Kenyans, provides commerce, taps into our economy. But if the recommendations that will come will be such that we ask industry to look for alternative sources of forest resources, including importation, including other alternatives, including plantation farming, those recommendations are welcome to the government of Kenya. I have also informed this task force to look at all the alternatives and to tell us whether it is tenable for us to continue to have plantation forests inside gazetted natural forests. And if there is a conflict between continuing to have plantation forests inside gazetted either community or government or state forests, and whether we should relocate those plantation forests outside the gazetted areas, we as a government are prepared so that we can replace all plantation forests inside our gazetted forests with indigenous forests.